Okay, so I got my package, if you will, from Bouncing Bear Botanicals. I ordered something called, I forget the Latin name, but it is referred to as the dream herb. I got some seeds and some extract so I can propagate the seeds. And it doesn't look like much here. And check out the and grow the seeds and check out what the extract is like. And here's my order form. So yeah, it ain't much. Look at it. I guess that's quite a bit of seeds. And they got directions to like germinate on there. They look weird. I mean, they look pretty smashed up. You know? I don't know exactly what the seeds look like. I mean, that looks like a lot of shake, you know? That's it. I'm gonna try it and start one growing. I've taken out the seeds and right now I'm soaking them, as you can see. Yeah, these are really, really small seeds. They're just kind of like a pointy stick-looking thing with a puffball on the end. They're actually kind of similar to reed canary grass. I think that was a species that I correctly got and harvested some seeds from. I mean, they look very similar. But anyway, these seeds are soaking for a few more hours still, and I guess what I've researched, people say that the seeds that are viable will sink to the bottom, but I don't know if these seeds are so small that I don't know if that would even happen. So yeah, I'm just putting it in a cupboard right now so it gets some dark and it soaks for that 6 hours. So 6 hours dark and soaked hard. And the next step, I'm going to put it in dirt. My seeds are soaked for about 6 hours, over 6 hours really, and only a few have sank to the bottom. So hopefully, I don't know if that just means they're more viable or what. But anyway, I got my 3 potting plants I'm going to use. I wetted the soil so it's all moist just to get it going. I'm just using organic nutrient-rich compost. So I sowed all my seeds in the dirt. That is my first one, which was the floaters from the top, the seeds that floated. Quite a few in there. It's nice and wet. Hopefully it won't dry out too much by the time morning comes where I can, water them. There's floaters too. And this is my champ, allegedly. The sinkers, and also that big cluster of seeds. So I don't really think it makes a difference. Maybe, I don't know. I'm a total novice. I'm thinking like maybe it's fresher or something. But anyway, they're all ready to go. So I don't know what, 3 weeks or so, if I do this right, hopefully we'll get something. Put my saran wrap on, and then I put them in a dark place until the sun rises, I guess. The end of this video. It's been less than a week since I potted my Calea Zacatechichi seeds, and within 2 days, I believe, maybe 3, I already have, if you can see that these 2 dots right there. Yes, I know, this stupid camera Can't zoom in, but I got 2 little sprouts going, and then I got another one just starting to pop up. I can't really see that. So what I'm gonna do, since I read up again on this stuff. Oh, and by the way, this is the sinkers with the viable seeds, and also the seed in the seeds in the seed pod, which I guess when they're in the pod they're more protected and also makes them more viable to grow. And those are the 2 sinkers. And I have my saran wrap to create the tent. Been giving them about 4 at least to 6 hours a day of light. Still nothing on those 2 though. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna transplant these sprouted ones, which can be out all the time in the sun now, and they don't need the tent. Just need to, water the soil basically. I'm gonna put them in this. But I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna stop off at like a proper gardening center and do the proper, it's the humus, however you say it, the vermicillin, again however you say it, and then just the straight up prostrate or whatever, just really rich soil. So it'll have the proper growing condition. I don't know, maybe it doesn't make a difference. I don't know, I'm not sure. Like I said, I'm a novice, but yeah, I'm excited I at least got 2 going, so that's cool. And we still got lots more to go. Another thing that I read up on is that these will sprout kind of sporadically. It's not very even. So that's when I'm transplanting it to this. So those can have, without the tent and all daylight. As I'm going to keep on doing the regimen of just 4 to 6 hours of light, misting them, and having their little humidity tents on them, so they will continue to sprout. And then I'll put the sprouters in this little sprouter, my little lunch meat container. So yeah. Today is the first day of snow, and this is my record of it. Ugh. It's not even November yet. It's not even Halloween. I thought I'd show my humidity tents thing for the seeds. As you can see, the sun's actually out today, doing a good job making it humid inside the pots. And sometime today I'm going to transplant, so that's what I'm going to do today. Looking good. Hopefully the floaters will start making some progress in a week or 2. Otherwise I might depot them and plant something else. Okay, I repurposed this old lunch meat container. I burned some holes for the water in case it gets too much water, it can overflow. And I put 2 nuts and bolts in a washer through it just so it's, it doesn't come off. And then I put some not super glue, it's more of a rubbery glue, so that'll hopefully waterproof it somewhat. It might work, I don't know. And I've also decided to fill it with regular dirt instead of the mixture of Vercumulate, because the bag was gigantic. It was just huge, so I was like, do I really need it? I'll just because all it does is retain water really. I'll just make sure that it's always watered, and I also have some water bulbs that will suck in the water when it needs it. So I don't know, it's growing pretty good as is, and these plants, are viable and hardy, so they'll be good to clone. It's good genes. So okay, as you can see, I have moved everything around in my tiny crack den and put it over here. Now I'm not even bothering with the humidity tents anymore. Since the last segment of this video, I think that was like maybe 2 weeks ago. I don't know. I think I have enough. Hopefully, you know, they all hang on. It's really not much more, and they really haven't grown much bigger. I mean, I suppose I could try for more, but I'm satisfied with what I got. Some of them have died because they washed away. Instead of using a gentle spraying, I was stupid. I took this off and just flooded it, and that will rip your sprouts out of the dirt. So yeah, if you look that up, don't do it. You know, just give it a nice little gentle spray every now and again. Don't let it dry up. I think underwatering is more of a damning thing than over. There was a point here where every single one of these, I found the dirt was really dry and they were all wilted, and luckily, you know, I just douched it and they came right back to life. So yeah, I got some big ones going. They really, but like I said, they haven't gotten much bigger. But what I've noticed too is, okay, so now I'm just using artificial light. Okay, I don't know if it reads on this camera that I hate so much, but yeah, they are kind of tilted towards the light. So they're like, especially the far one over here, it starts right there and goes, and then, so it's this big guy, this big. These are the sinkers too, or the floaters, I'm sorry. So we actually got 2 sprouts from the floaters, surprising. But anyway, yeah, they're all going towards the light, and I'm, to make them grow faster, I am putting light on them pretty much for longer than the periods of light that are happening right now in the winter. So yeah, next video I do bother doing, they're gonna be big sprouts hopefully, and not dead. Alright, I have my water balls stuck into the soil because now that they're over here by the heater, I also have a bucket of water so that the heat will have some moisture in it. But anyway, yeah, this guy right here, this little guy dried up right there. He dried up, and I just doused him with water, and he sprang back up. I kind of had to pick him up out of the dirt, but yeah, he came back alive. But yeah, now I'm just using these water balls to make sure that the deep soil gets water. And as you can see, it's kind of saturated really, but at the sprout stage, I think it's better to be too much water than not enough. So yeah, it was dried up too. The only reason that it started leaking water is I sprayed the topsoil with the water bottle. So yeah, everything's going good now. This container, for whatever reason, holds the moisture in a bit more. So yeah, that's about it. So yeah, we're just sprouts. You know, hopefully in a month I'll have they'll be big enough to where I can give them their individual pots or something. Yeah. Alright, anyway, that's it for a long time now. One last thing I wanted to say too before I close out for a while till we get some more progress was this organic potting soil mix from Miracle-Gro. It works fine, and I never bothered doing the whole you know, like proper substrate, humus, or however you say it, and vermicillin, whatever mixture. I don't know, like again, I'm just a novice. I don't know if that's code for just a proper potting soil mixture, but like it's got all those elements in it. It's got like bark, sand, you know, it basically has, and it works fine. It worked fine for me. But I have been waking up in the past, not recently so much, but with bites. And it says, if you look up on Google, that there are bugs in it, and there are. You can see them Obviously not with this camera, but there's little flies, okay? And there's even like worms. I guess those might be the fly larvae. But yeah, I mean, it's organic, so that's a good sign, you know, I guess. But I'm pretty sure I get bit by these flies. And online it says that they don't bite, but that hasn't been my experience. I thought I had bed bugs, so that was a bit of a scare, but I'm pretty sure it's these flies. I don't know, I guess I have sweeter than normal blood or something. I don't know, but I got bit. I'm pretty sure it's not bed bugs. I really hope it's not bed bugs.